So welcome back to part 2 of our Sibling rivalry run. Now last time we started as the King of Galicia, King Garcia, and you know, we're a pretty decent character. And if you remember, we did have our brother in the middle with Leon, but sadly, as you can see, he died in his sleep not long after King Sancho took his land by war. But we were very lucky last time because we got an alliance with this duchy down here, and France, for whatever reason, randomly offered to marry our sister. So we got an alliance with France, and they massively helped us with taking down our brother. Now, he is wounded. He got pretty beat up in that fight. As you can see, his defense ended in defeat. So now we have one brother left with our two cousins ruling these two kingdoms down here. They're pretty weak, to be fair, and one of them is losing a war. So, oh, someone's trying to take Aragon's land. Now, they should defend that together. They're allied with each other, which is very, very nice to see. And you know what? This makes me happy. They're sticking together finally. You know, I would like to become friends with King Sancho, but we are rivals and we absolutely hate each other. Now, he is more powerful than me, so he could at some point come back for his land and I would be in trouble. But the first thing we do need to do is actually sort out our vassals. Now, do we have any of these duchy titles? I very much doubt it, right? No. So what we need to do, I think, is make maybe a duke or two over here. Our vassals don't like me because we're a tyrant, because we did revoke some titles. So maybe make like the Duchy of Leon for 250 gold. It's very expensive, but we could then make all of these vassals just one. So that would save us having to deal with a lot of people who really do not like me in the slightest. Now today, I would like to maybe see if we can take down Castile entirely. So who is this? Count Igas. And he has come to visit me. So he hasn't given us any gold. Bit of a disappointment. That's okay. Now, we've got to remember, we do have access to the struggle clashes because we are still in the opportunity phase. It is heading towards hostility. So that is when things can get really nasty. But that does give us the best opportunity to expand. Ooh. Now, King Anso of Navarra. Oh. Oh no. Shredding this mortal coil. Who did that? I wake in the middle of the night to see a dark figure in my chambers. I know not what has happened to my guards, but when I see the glint of moonlight reflecting on the blade, I know that it is too late for me. A sufficiently sharp dagger makes little sound as it pierces flesh, and through the rush of agonizing pain, I could not tell if my screams were any more audible. I had so much more to live for. King Garcia II of Galicia has found peace in Christ's embrace at 30 years of age. He died under mysterious circumstances, a meek and bashful man. He will be remembered by many as a submissive, and sometimes flustered ruler. Queen Catalina ascends to the throne, having no skills with which to keep the realm together. Her rule may be doomed to fail. Well then, who just did that? We still have an insane amount of courtiers, which is really going to make murder schemes very tough to deal with. I am going to get my spy master to search for secrets in my court to see if we can uncover it. Now, it could have been you. It really could have been him. He could have paid maybe some people to kill me. But he doesn't have great intrigue, so I'm more veering towards somebody in my court just killed me. Now, we are married, and our children are going to be of this guy's dynasty, as we didn't have any more children. So, we are going to have to break this betrothal. I know, it's not great, but we don't really have a choice. Kind of had to be done. Right, now, we're in such a tricky situation. We are not very powerful, and we have no allies. So I think we should have a look around and see if we can find something. Somebody kind of close who can come to our aid if we need it. Now, Munster's quite far away. County of Worms? I've never noticed that before. There's not really anybody good for us to marry, so that leaves us in a really great spot, and it's going to massively slow down our ability to take on Castile. because we're much weaker now and we don't have allies. So what is our skills? We're bossy, so stewardship or marshal. I think let's stick with stewardship. We're going to have to... Oh, our mother is our guardian. Let's remove her. And let's find somebody to educate me. Our steward would be a very good choice. Fernando. So let's stick with that. And what we can do, of course, is meet peers. It's going to cost 55 gold, but meeting peers is always worth it because, you know, you have a chance to boost your skills. So for this, we're going to host it in our capital. Now, we don't need to travel, so we're pretty safe. Let's go. We'll see who turns up. It's going to take 36 days to start, so we'll get that done. Arrange marriage. Oh, he's offering this marriage again. So he wants to marry our aunt and spymaster to Fernando. I guess that is his brother. Okay. There's a chance of inbreeding. There's no alliance, so there's not really any benefit to that. So we'll just say no. So, oh, everybody is here. As all the small lords and ladies are ushered into the room, I feel myself grow giddier and giddier. I am thrilled to spend some time with the other children. The guest list is empty. Nobody showed up. There's nobody there. I cannot believe it. Despite my invitations and preparations, not a single person showed up to my meet peers. Well, I don't care. I will enjoy all these sweets on my own and these toys and why would no one show up? I've never had that happen before. So we lost 55 gold. I don't think we got it back. And nobody even showed up. That is extremely sad. Okay, but we have something here to, you know, to try and take our mind off that absolutely horrible moment. By right, my guardian has informed me of an obtuse law in the county of Braganza that states none but the queen may be its protector. Normally, such archaic law would be dismissed, but it offers me a unique chance to put Duke Ferdinand, my vassal and current ruler of the county, in his place. So we can get a claim, but maybe not. Let's leave it. We do have, of course, a regent now, our own mother. She is self-interested, so she is a problem. Come on, it's your own daughter. Why would you be like this? Now, we're not rivals anymore with Castile, so we may be kind of safe when they die, possibly. But we do still have an unpressed claim, so we kind of want to push that this life. Now, right now, we're not exactly super powerful, but we are potentially able to get an alliance with France if we make him like us more. But we may not be able to do that until we're older. And then we can start swaying him and stuff. But there is a potential alliance there that we could massively use. Oh, has our accolade died? Yeah, we need to restore our accolade. That means we're going to get someone in who can replace this. Because he was the ruler of this. What happened to him? We can't even see title history for baronies. So our acclaimed knight must have died at some point without a successor, which is not great. We're going to carry on, though, increasing the control inside our personal domain. We are making 6 gold a month, which is honestly pretty nice. So we can probably build a bigger army. Now, Castile, he has... Ooh, wait, what is this? So while performing her duties as my spymaster, she has discovered a secret held by our very own knight, Nuno. You have a lover. Okay, carry on. I mean, that's not a big deal. You do you. But Castile has caballeros, bowmen, armored footmen, mangonels as well. So he's going to be a very, very tough fight. So we have to be, like, really prepared if we're going to stand up against him. But we have our very own problem here. A peasant faction. So we have Manrique here. We're going to absolutely just crush your armies. We're going to get our men, you know, some battle time, improve their skills. There we go. March in, no problem. And we're going to hunt this one down as well. And I'm sorry, but you got wrecked. I mean, I apologize. You tried. I respect a trier, but Viking cheese? I stop at a roadside stall selling some simple foods. The trader, Gomez, piles me with different wares before reaching below the stall and bringing out a carved wooden box. For you, my liege, this is the finest cheese in all the realm. He pushes the small block into my hand, leans in and whispers, "It was crafted by cheese-making Vikings here in Iberia." Despite the bizarre comment, the cheese is incredibly good. I accept your cheese, but not your ridiculous story. I must find these cheese Vikings, or what a load of rubbish. You know what? I must find these cheese Vikings, hopefully. So I'm just imagining like a little cave. Maybe all just cheese Vikings there, but we won that, and we have now imprisoned him. So let's have a look. That was you. You're a very good leader. And right now, we could probably use you. So, we are going to recruit you. Ooh, Viking cheese. A scrawny-looking woman is brought before me. However, the pathetic woman in front of me barely looks like a cheesemaker, let alone a Viking. I'm truly sorry, but I'm not really a Viking. It's just a lie to help with selling the cheese. Oh, I wanted to find cheese Vikings. I want half your profit and half your cheese, yes. Thank you very much. And now, we have aged cheese. Gives us a small health boost. Despite the rumors, this cheese was not made by Vikings, however, is extremely good. And now we do have a new decision. Eat your cheese. The longer the cheese has aged, the more stress you will lose when eating it. Maybe we keep the cheese till our last character. I don't know if it survives succession, but maybe if we do become the emperor or empress, maybe then we devour the cheese. We can get an alliance with our... Who are you? Uncle-in-law. Somebody is trying to murder one of my courtiers. Good at this point. We have too many. He's not very powerful. I think we'll skip that alliance, though, to be honest. I think I'm good with that one. I'm hoping we find this murder secret. I really want to know who killed him. Task finished. We got an unbeliever secret. So, our courtier is an unbeliever, the sign of a weak soul. Blackmail. And what we can do is imprison. Oh, it's an act of tyranny. I was going to say, and then if they escape, they just leave. I really don't think that this is fair. Trying to dismiss someone costs 150 prestige. And a lot of people just hate you. It's their family. It makes sense. But why do we have their family? Who are you? I do not like you. Like... This 71 courtiers is absolutely ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it. I want to, like, in this series, I get to know my characters and stuff, but there's 71 of them. Maybe House Ochre, you know what? Maybe they're trying to plan to throw us over, you know? They're trying to get rid of us. There's so many of them. They're starting to scare me, to be honest. Ooh, Navarra, his wife has been imprisoned because they are still at war. But they should defend that. Okay, it has just ended. They did manage to defend Aragon. Yeah, my goal is Castile. We should be able to build up enough power. And let's see. Can we restore the accolade yet? Have we got somebody? Yes. So Rodrigo of Borgia is now our new acclaimed knight. And this time, we're going to seek a worthy successor straight away. Make sure it is safe. But as you can see, we can hold a little bit more bowmen now as well. I think we'll upgrade our caballeros as well. We need to get a decent army, certainly, because right now, it's not good enough. Now, our sister is saying that she hasn't found any secrets. Now, I'm debating, was it you? I don't think you have a reason to hate me. We did kind of, you know, release you from prison and give you some and, you know, make you our spy master, but, let's just keep trying and see what happens. Hopefully, she doesn't kill me as well. We're only a child. We're not going to have any heirs. So if we die, we play as King Sancho, which would just make me kind of sad. He's meant to be our mortal enemy. Ooh, there we go. France will now take that alliance. So the connection is not through close family, minus 20. He doesn't really like me, but he's terrified of me. Of me. I know you're craven, but I have no dread, and I am a child. I am 6. But I will use that absolute dread that I have. And you know what? We are pretty... You know what? That face, that would scare any king, right? I get it. But there we go. We're now allies with France. I can't believe that. Just because he was terrified of me. I appreciate it. We have events here. Playtime. Across the room, I see my cousin Sebastian playing with his favorite wooden horse. The adults around me are always unhappy and want me to help them, but I think I would rather help beat the fearsome dragon he seems to be fighting. I thought he was going to say beat him. I was like, geez, calm down. So he waves to me to join in. Of course we're going to join in. We lose some grandeur, but you know, we're a kid at the end of the day. And we also have Pranking Spree. Yet again, I am forced to listen to people complain. My courtier Tekla wants attention. My courtier Avlar claims that my court has grown dull. And my courtier Gotto thinks there have been too many meals containing animal bladders lately of all things. Hold on. I have an idea. So I must resist and behave like a proper lady. We can put an inflated bladder on Tekla's chair. Avlar letting forth a fart would be anything but dull. And Gotto will find bladder on a chair instead of a plate. So, you said my court has been dull, right? So, we can't put bladder on your table. You know what? Tekla wants attention and she is of House Ocker, our sworn rivals now. So, I'm sorry, Tekla. You're having an inflated bladder on your chair. Basically, you know, a medieval whoopee cushion right on your chair for you. Take that. So, Bert, the sound rips through the hall as my courtier Tekla sits down, and her face only grows redder as the silence drags on. I struggle to contain my laughter, but if I am to prank her again, I need to avoid attention. So we can stop and console her. The next steak she eats will appear bleeding. Right? I will scare her with flammable powder. Are you okay? You know what? Let's scare her with flammable powder. Why are we so evil? She's gonna die or something, isn't she? I crush some incense into a very fine powder before hiding it in my hand. Then, as we sit across from each other at the table with a candle between us, I hurl my hand towards Tekla's face. As the powder passes through the flame, it ignites quite spectacularly. She screams, thinking her face aflame, but I know it's just a trick. So we can stop, or we can make her steak appear bleeding. A surprise we're waiting for at the top of her chamber door. And we get Has Lively Court to our courtiers like us more. We're terrorizing the poor girl. I carefully crack open the door to Tekla's quarters and, balancing on a chair, I ever so slowly bring a full chamber pot to rest on top of the door frame. Then, a quick knock and even quicker escape round the corner. Who is Splash? I will set Snakes loose in her quarters. We get a small health boost from that. We are evil. You're actually a psychopath. In secret, I task some servants to find me snakes. As many as possible. Then, as Tekla is out, I have them loose. The snakes in her quarters. The screams echoing down the halls on her return send me into fits. My mother fails to see the humor in it though. I know it is you pulling these infernal pranks around court. Poor Tekla jumps at every shadow. And what the snakes did to her face, it's a disgrace, your grace. Oh god. Oh, we lost Grandeur. We took it too far. Oh, I'm sorry, but you guys are literally invading my court. I mean, if anything, you deserve a lot worse. Get out of my court. But we are now the absolute prankster, so you know what? We've achieved something. If we get killed at 7, you know what? We did something. France is calling me to war against Champagne and Vermandois. Or Vermandois. Hey, we always learn. Let's see. Now, they are massively winning, so I don't think he needs my help. But we'll see how that goes anyway. From a distance. Yeah, they are winning that no problem. I think, you know what? Let's upgrade these to 5 and then pick up some mangonels. And I'm going to go for Castile now. Or is that a terrible idea? It could be. Oh, God, he's calling me to another war. Oh, God. I want to prepare and do this war, but okay, there's a war for the Kingdom of France claim. We have to actually go and help him now. I was hoping we could do our own war pretty soon, and there he is. Hacker, the very own Viking, is still about. I don't think we have any family to even marry him to. I feel like he deserves something. Our Anton Spymaster, let's do that. Non-matrilineally. And if they do have any children, maybe we can land them in the future, because he's a gracious adventurer. What a great guy, right? He hates me, but I'm hoping they have at least one child. Maybe we can make them a duke. Let's go by sea. It's going to be a much quicker. It's expensive, but we need to try and help him win. So this is an intense war. So let's go straight by sea. We're going to land right over here. And let's think. He should win this one. I think our best bet is get to him. And if we keep our allies quite close, I mean, hopefully our men are good enough to win. We have a decent-ish army now. There's more lover secrets being discovered. But that's not super helpful. We need to find who murdered our father. I think I may get my spy master to find secret in the capital of Castile. See if King Sancho was responsible, because I do kind of have a feeling that it's him, if not. So we're going to go with that. And there we go. We can get our armies together. We can win this fight, it's saying. So let's go for it. We have an insane commander. This guy is just purely built different. There's another 1,000 there. So maybe it's a terrible idea. I don't know which war everybody's involved in. Oh, right. They won one of them. These armies are both still here. Oh, okay, that army's going to join with them. We should probably avoid that. I was going to say we could defeat them, but if they do get an extra 1,000 reinforcements, that's going to cause us big problems. Instead, let's go for the capital of Burgundy. Ooh, claim throne? So our vassal has got a claim. Now, he is at war for like a struggle clash. Because his claim on someone's county is losing it, so that's a good start. But let's go straight for the capital of Burgundy and start sieging. They're up there sieging. Oh, espionage, murder. While performing her duties as my spy master, she discovered a secret by my uncle, King Sancho. The truth is finally revealed to me. He was the man who plotted to kill my father, King Garcia. So he couldn't take defeat, and he went in the shadows and murdered him. Not only cruel and heartless, but dishonorable as well. That secret is being exposed. Everybody will know what you did to our father. I can't believe it. I didn't think it was going to be him. Makes sense, but I didn't think he would do that. Expose your secret. You killed our father. Like, how can you be mad? We are going to have to take his land soon. We are literally enemies now. Oh, and we can become friends with the guy we played with in our court. So let's do that. He is a bastard because he's our sister's child with, like, no father. I'm hoping that she does get pregnant again, but the odds are not exactly great. Claim throne. So that is another vassal now claiming our throne. What is with these people? There we go. We captured a valuable hostage, so we are up 52%. I think at this point in the fight, if we can defeat their armies and try and get plus 50 on war score, we will win. And there's so much for us to siege. There's so much, like, people involved that is probably the best bet here, is winning by battles. Now, it's more risky, of course, but I think if we go in for a fight, France should follow us, or are they just running away? They may actually just be running away. Yeah, they're running away, so we'll resupply a little bit. Our supplies are going down. And you know what? We'll jump on a siege. Oh, they're sieging the capital. Come on, France. You can't have this. Are they going to follow? No, they're sieging the French capital. And I imagine... Oh, he is leading his own army. Okay, we're pretty safe then. Because if he wasn't leading his own army, then he could be captured and it would be a straight-up war end. But France is more concerned about sieging for now, so we'll just follow him. Do what he wants to do, right? It makes the most sense, but... Andalusian advancement. Andalusian scholars have long devoted themselves to the study of medicine, now polymath. Abu Bakr is seeking to join my court, but he has recently been exiled from my acquaintance. That was the guy we were allied... No, it's not. That was the guy we were friends with, our father was. And he was... exiled for an undisclosed transgression. I have learned much, he says, from the words of Al-Zariwi and Ibn Sina. Yet I have improved upon their techniques. I can remove cataracts and boils, and treat diseases previously thought untreatable. Some say not to associate with him. What has he done? I'm trying to see if he's, like, butchered anybody. He doesn't seem to have. So we could... Oh, he's 93. We can't afford 95 gold. I'm sorry. You know what? We're going to send him back in chains to our father's friend. You have him back. There we go. And we gain dread for that. Yeah, we should be okay to win this at this point. We have a lot of supplies still. So we're about to siege this guy's whole land. We are up 78%, but they're doing some big... Oh, that's actually his capital now. Have they got an air? They might get an air, yeah. And that could cause us problems. It could make this war drag on. Okay, they didn't capture an area, it seems. That's okay. So once we siege these last 2 counties, we do have the war leader's full land. And then we can probably go in for some fights. What is this? A friend of wood. Friends are often so fickle and prone to betrayal, but never has my dearest friend ever betrayed me. My favorite toy is more than just a toy to me. She is my best friend. However, my guardian, Fernando, has been insisting that I cast my best friend aside and spend time with real children and properly socialize. He just doesn't understand what this sweet toy means to me. But guess I'm too old for it now. Or I'll never abandon my best friend. We can get vengeful, forgiving, or shy. I'm not risking shy. So, fair enough, Fernando. You can get rid of the toy. Shy is just terrible. It seems France are going into fight. And I think they should be okay to win that fight. But it's probably best we go as well. Just in case. So, this is Muzaffar's capital is truly prosperous. The peasants of his capital are fat and happy and productive. The Muslims have brought a new crop to their land. Rice. It is easy to grow and feeds the people well. Is this part of their success, I wonder? I would not mind more productive peasantry myself. Perhaps I should establish rice fields in my own capital, but how should I get started? So, can pay 55 gold and we get rice fields. So, cheaper buildings and more development growth. You can ask him, that's not going to happen. Send an agent or forget it. Now, we're already in debt. So, we'll just, I guess, try and send an agent. And he is furious. It's rice. Just share rice with me. Like, come on, you're friends with our father and you won't give his daughter some rice. Like, come on. Don't be so selfish. But we're going to go in for a fight now, it seems. It's best we do follow them, just in case, you know, they start to lose. They are running, which is always a good sign. There's another 742 up there. Let's just go for the fight. But we have armory break-in. Finally, we're in. All the weapons of the armory within our grasp. Oh, what fun. Take that, all you smelly, stupid adults trying to keep us out. Look, I found an axe, Sebastian exclaims, hefting the weapon. Me and Sebastian really are best friends, right? As I reach for a sword, I hear a loud ow behind me. Sebastian has hurt himself and there's blood. So we must admit what we've done right now. We gain the trait honest. Whatever, don't get blood on my clothes. Will's sword. We get arbitrary and he might get wounded. Or I must get a bandage now and we get impatient. So really, I don't want to leave him wounded. That wouldn't be very nice. Honest is +2 diplomacy, -4 intrigue, and it is virtuous or impatient, -2 learning or prestige. I'll be honest. We'll be an honest character, right? I think honest would be nice. We are in debt now, so it's really going to delay this war against Castile. And I want to do it while he's still alive, because I want him to see that he got absolutely wrecked by the daughter of his brother that he married. You know, he has to be alive to witness that. There we go. So, France is okay and secure. We are in a bit of debt, though, which is... Yeah, we are in a pretty terrible spot, to be honest with you, because we have quite a lot of vassals. Some of them really do not like me. I think we should probably look about putting some of them on our council, like Count Gonzalez, just to try and get their opinion up. This guy has 20, and this is Gomez's. Put him there. Spymaster doesn't like me, but neither do any of my vassals. You kind of do, but you're an Osa. We do not like you. You will not be my Spymaster. But we need to start making a lot more money. I want to do this war now. But we have unwelcome attention. So Countess Elvira has been pestering me for a long time now. She is vicious, mocking me and pushing me around. And not only that, she broke my favorite stick horse, that rascal. So she is the worst. She becomes our bully. I'm going to beat you senseless. We can beat her to death. You know what? Look, I'm going to pay you 5 gold to bog off. Or, you know what? Let's go for it. Grr, I'm going to beat you senseless. So 4% chance we kill her. A 53% chance we beat her. And then the rest of it is her beating us. You beat her and she leaves you alone. So we got +1 martial and a +1 prowess for that. Okay, so now we get to pick our second personality trait, the finer points of diplomacy. Vassals will at times overstep their bounds, my teacher Ferdinand says. Forgiveness will strengthen your bonds. At times, put trust in subjects despite their reputation, lest you will be overburdened, he drones on. It is important that you give them the time they need to right their wrongs. Now, what have you learned today? He says, look in. Right, he is a vassal though, so I feel like he's trying to manipulate me. So everyone makes mistakes, I should not judge. Trust in your subjects is very important. Or patient, let things take the times they need. Now, forgiving is a virtue, and it's not a terrible trait. Trusting, I don't like. Patient. Out of those, I think patient. Let things take the time they need. And we are now, yeah, very close to being out of debt. My regent is trying to revoke a title. My dear daughter, I have a small matter for your final approval. Nothing you will need to read in great detail, my lady. I'll just be getting on with it, shall I? So, she is trying to get a claim on a county down there. Could veto it. We lose 250 prestige. You know what? Just do your thing. I'm just not going to get involved for now. We'll deal with you a little bit later. I'm sure we will. Once we're out of debt, we need to actually get our army rebuilt. It's going to take a while because every time we get gold, it's being spent on our army. Ooh, but we can now unlock unity. So we didn't unlock reliable house because we weren't the dynasty head for a while, but gain 10% of the primary skill of your councillors belonging to your house. So having your house as your council members is really good. So we'll keep note of that. And unity now. This allows all house members to call all other house members to war. So I want to land my house as much as I can, to be honest with you. So that is going to be really nice for us if we do actually achieve our goal and start getting our house landed everywhere. But there we go. We have now fully rebuilt our army. We're making 5.2 gold per month. Now, King Sancho, he's 42. So you may be around for a little while yet. France are pretty powerful still. We can also, of course, find somebody to marry for ourselves or be betrothed to for the time being. Oh, looks like we've been caught stealing. So for this, we become humble. Okay, it's not great. It's not terrible. It's kind of like an okay trait. But let's see. I want somebody close. If we can find a nice alliance, I'll be very, very happy there. There's just nobody close a minute, so we'll hold out until we're an adult and see what comes available. Can negotiate alliance with our uncle up here. He has 800 men. Oh, we could get alliance with King Sancho. No, do not think so. Ooh, Navarra. So King Anso is still available. You know, he was there since the start of the game. He is incapable. And he has, like, no men. So I'm assuming it was just been a war. But do we just go for this now? Okay. Let's go for it. This is super important. If we can win this, I'll be so happy. Does the French ruler, King Philippe, he doesn't like me, but he should still join. So we're going to go for our claims, and we get the entire kingdom of Castile. Because if we look as well, we do have this decision. Unite the Spanish thrones. And for that, we need to completely control Galicia and Castile. Now, we do need one more county to control this, but we do also need at least High Crown Authority. And what that does is it forms all of these titles into one. So, Galicia, Castile, and Leon will just be one big kingdom title. So that will be very nice when we try and actually take over the rest of Iberia. We're still in the opportunity phase, but it's quite clear at this point that we are going to soon go into the hostility phase. So if we can take that decision before then, we will have like a pretty powerful kingdom to start struggle clashing on absolutely everybody. We're going to call France. And we can call King Atso as well to our aid. He has like no men. But I'm assuming he's going to rebuild that. Plus he is allied to Castile. So if he joins us, Castile has no alliances to help him, which will be really nice for us. There we go. He joined us even though he's allied to Castile. So Castile are all alone. Okay, so France are raising right by there. What are they going to do? That's all they're coming for us. Let's see if we can sneak past them and meet up with France. They are sieging a county, but if they allow us to just go on their capital, maybe, are they going to allow this? Because if we fight, it's quite close. We still have... Oh, they didn't have any children. Hacker's legacy is going to die there. That is sad. I mean, if you want to cheat on her, I mean, I'm okay with that. You know, if you... I just want you to have a son. Can we break this marriage? No. Damn, that sucks. Of course, we have got to be careful because of the Iberian struggle. Castile could get a contract assistance, so he could pay somebody to help him. So the quicker we get this war over and done with, the better. But there's a fight going on down there. Don't know who they were, but we're doing some nice sieges on their capital, and they're just sieging random counties, which is huge. I mean, we might even... He's probably leading his own armies, right? Yeah. I guess Elcid is... He's gone. He died, sadly. He must have died in battle, because he's always going to be in battles, no matter who he is with. You want an alliance again. You are our uncle. Okay, you know what? Let's just take the alliance. We're not going to call you to this war. I don't think we need your help. Ooh. We sieged Spear of Destiny. More piety. More court grandeur. And it makes temples cheaper to build. This is the head of an ancient spear said to have been used by a Roman soldier to pierce Jesus' side on the cross. So a very important and fancy spear tip. I mean, if France are there, let's go for the fight. They should follow us. And they're probably going to start running, or are they stupid? Okay, they ran just in time. We're going to keep chasing them, with or without France. There we go. And I think this is the second battle for us that he has led. And once again, we are taking him down. It's so nice to get revenge. I still can't believe he murdered our father. We did go to war against him, so I kind of get it. But, I mean, he wasn't rivals or anything like he was with my other brother. Now I'm starting to wonder, does died in his sleep, does that mean he could have been murdered under mysterious circumstances? Because I'm starting to think that he might have murdered him as well. Even though Alfonso had great intrigue, and I was expecting him to murder Sancho. But maybe Sancho pulled the old switcheroo and actually took him out, which would be a shock. But we're going to carry on a bit of sieging now. As you can see, Navarra's massive, 164 men right there, ready. And he's sieging the French lands. I mean, okay. That's great for me. I'll take it. And we are sieging this pretty quick now. Quicker than he can siege as well, which is nice. And we're up 9100%. There we go. So, we can now enforce that. We get the Kingdom of Castile, 300 fame. My Gloryhound vassals very much like that. So let's enforce that. And where is Sancho now? There he is. Infante Sancho the Strong. Now, he is a vassal, so he honestly may try kill me. He's going to stand up against me. That is a fact. And as you can see, our vassals' borders are a total mess. But somehow, we have taken over all our brother's land from the start, or our uncles at this point. And I'm just so happy that Sancho is still around to see the daughter of his brother that he murdered get revenge against him. And he has to suffer with that now. But we are not safe yet, to be honest with you. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.